Yes.
You're talking about monetization. I want to also dive deep into monetization. In today's world, content creation and what trends in the internet has made a lot of young people, or perhaps people that are into it, we say fortunate into the business. You know, what does it really take to make money out of content? Because let me give you an example. A lot of people say I'm a content creator, I'm a content creator, I'm a content creator. However, most of these people they don't get as much as, and then the few persons that gets money from this creation business is just minimal, while other persons they do other things and then still use the content creator kind of language to cover it up. But then what does it take to actually make good money? Because first of all, there's this algorithm on the internet that allows you to watch full video before, or multiple advert on a particular video before you earn as much, before the creator earn as much as he was calculated to be given and all of that. But what does it really take?
Well, rather than providing maybe a specific answer, I don't know if that's what you want, but rather than me just telling you this is what it takes, maybe I'll try to open up your head, maybe to ask. I'll try to ask you some deeper questions or raise some theoretical concerns that may drive you to maybe closer to what might be the answer. Now, traditionally, again, I will mention the traditional media because basically, for us to look at the digital space, we must compare it with its other.
Yeah.
And its other is the traditional media space that before now long existed. And so in the traditional media space, just like I said in my opening remark, that for an artist, let me take a musician, for instance.
Yeah.
For you to be a good musician, yes, it took more than just having a popular music trending out there. It took so much more time. It took more community engagement.
Okay.
It took more people interfacing with your work over a period of time. And so when that happened, the music could actually stay longer. You could listen to a music trend, a popular music could trend for a year. And you have musicians going from one show to another within that space of 1 year and even more, performing that hit song. And everywhere they went performing that hit song, it was performed as a popular music.
So if I must get it clearly,
Yes.
what you're trying to analyze is that to make money out of this whole content creation, it has to come both in traditional way and through the internet.
No, not okay, part of it. But now the analogy I'm trying to make is this. Now, before then, the artist itself had so much role to play in terms of you as the musician, for instance, how creative you are, how much can you write, how much can you sing before you even go to the media space, how much can they now publicize your song, make it go viral in the sense of viral in that traditional sense. But now it doesn't take much of that. Now all it takes is this algorithmic bias that you just mentioned. As long as the metrics favor you, as long as you have the likes, as long as you have the shares, as long as you have the views, and at that point they will be considered more successful musician. In this point now, they will be considered more successful musician than the person maybe who may, for instance, somebody might have 10 million followers and maybe more millions of views on a particular post, and may be considered more successful in the digital space now than somebody who may have much less, maybe 500 to 1,000 followers and views